Hey everyone, Amanda Mazey here with Country Roads Trust. Erik Stevenson, WVU basketball, joining me. Erik, thanks so much for joining me. I appreciate your time.
Appreciate you having me.
Okay, complete this sentence. Erik Stevenson on the court is.
Crazy.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Erik Stevenson off the court is.
Mellow. Just the exact opposite. Like literally the exact opposite.
Where does that fire come from when you are on the court? Because you are, whether you're on the court, whether you're on the bench, I mean, I see you're up, standing, yelling for your teammates, cheering. Like, you are all in during the game.
Yeah, I think I just got that motivation and the passion just because I always felt like I was a little overlooked coming out of high school. And, even when I got to college, I felt like I was – I put the work in, and especially my sophomore year, I felt like I started to do some things, and I just feel like I never got that attention that that everybody wants. You know what I mean? Just not the attention that everybody wants, but the satisfaction that people are noticing the work you're putting in.
Right.
And so that's kind of where it came from, and I don't think I'll ever lose that, to be honest. Because that's if I'm not playing like that, I'm not very good, man. I mean, you can check the last 3 games. I've been feeling terrible, and I've been playing terrible. So
It's okay. It happens to everybody.
yeah, I mean, yesterday was the first day I really felt like I got some of my my strength and my energy back.
Yeah.
And we had a great practice. So just hoping I can stay healthy and get back on track.
The way you are during a game, are you the same in practice? Like when you are playing,
I'm
you're
probably
just...
worse in practice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Hugs. It's been a common theme lately. Like, he always got to tell me to shut up in practice. He told me to shut up yesterday in practice. My team lost the first drill, and I felt like guys we just weren't playing hard. We weren't making the right plays, and after the drill, I just let them have it. You know what I mean? Not like directly at anybody, just towards the whole gym. Just we're not playing hard enough. We're not doing the right thing, this and that, blah, blah. And I wasn't even coming at people in a negative way, and he told me, he cussed me out. He was like, man, shut up. And I was like, yes, sir.
Okay.
All right.
Do you think one day after your playing career is over that coaching might be
For sure.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
There's things now that I'm just like.
But I don't I don't think you can coach the little kids. You can't coach
Oh
them out.
no,
Okay.
no, I
All
couldn't
right,
coach
just
little
make
kids.
sure.
I mean, if it there wasn't all this stuff on the line and winning games, and I had to win games for my job, and I could coach little kids, but no, I'm too passionate for that. Just too passionate, too into it, too much of a basketball guy. It's just when you're coaching little kids, they all got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all. What my parents want me to do.
They have that school. They've got
School.
play dates. Gosh,
Yeah,
they're not all in.
They're not bought in. So
You're tough.
I'm definitely gonna be a coach though, for sure. Because
Yeah.
there's things out there on the court now that I'm just like thinking if I had enough freedom. I mean, I got plenty of freedom, but if I had Hugs' suit on and all that, I'd definitely try this and see how that would work. And sometimes he honestly lets me make some tweaks, and sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't, but
Right.
sometimes they work, and it just shows me that I'm definitely gonna be a coach one day.
Talk about your earliest memory of playing basketball. What was it that attracted you to it?
We were playing. Obviously I played 3 sports growing up, so whatever sport was in season, I was playing. And obviously basketball season came around, and I'm this big, and mom's coaching. We're playing on the little plastic goals, no bigger than the camera, and just playing and competing. And I'm so, like I said, crazy on the court. Like, I'm 4 or 5 years old, stealing the ball from other little kids and going down and dunking on the plastic hoop and bringing the whole plastic hoop down mid-game. And so it's obviously that doesn't translate to college. I'm not big enough to take the goal down now, but. The passion and all that started when I was little, man. Because my dad always told me, if you're gonna play, you gotta play hard.
Yeah.
I'm not driving all this way to watch you play. I'm lazy and,
Right.
and not into it. And that's pretty much where it started.
Yeah. But you told me, so you played football and baseball as well, but you said basketball was actually your worst sport.
Yeah, for sure. baseball was my best sport by far, like probably by a long shot. And then I was a pretty good quarterback after that. And basketball wasn't even my favorite sport growing up. My favorite sport was football. Just 'cause I like to hit people because I'm a little crazy. Like I was one of those quarterbacks that, he'd get out and scramble and run, and instead of running out of bounds, I'm trying to run somebody over.
Yeah.
And so, like,
you're not sliding in.
I'm not sliding. I never slid.
In. Yeah.
I don't think I ever slid.
Yeah.
They wanted me to slide my freshman year of high school. I was like, bro, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
I'm running somebody over. I'm trying to get the extra yard, And it's interesting how I chose basketball. I just, started playing at higher levels and, got really good at baseball, got really good at basketball, got, really good at football. And, politics kind of drove me away from football. I felt like as a freshman I should have been playing, on the varsity, but, seniors and juniors and all that, I was like, man, forget that. Like, those kids aren't as good as me. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of what drove me away from that.
Did you have any offers for baseball where you looked at?
Yeah, I was getting recruited for all three.
Yeah.
In 8th grade freshman year. Actually, I was getting recruited for the other two freshmen. 8th grade and freshman year. Basketball recruitment didn't really start for me till like sophomore year.
Yeah.
But baseball was just too slow.
Don't say that. I'm the baseball coach's wife. You can't.
I mean, it was too slow then. But if they're talking about $300 million for 5 years or 8 years to throw a baseball, I'll go out there and do that. I promise I will. I'll get this old rusty arm back in shape. And football I loved football, but like I said, the politics and all that just kind of drove me away. And then
had it not driven you away, do you think that you would have kept pursuing football? Because that is definitely, it's like basketball, go, go, go.
Yeah, I definitely would have. But honestly, now that I look back at it, I probably would have played baseball.
Yeah.
Because I was one of those guys on the mound for sure.
Yeah.
That same mentality I have in basketball is the same mentality I had on the mound.
I know the baseball coach.
Yeah.
Might be able to get something going here.
Yeah, if he needs an arm, I'm telling you, I got time.
I got you.
We could definitely work something out. I was throwing. I could throw the baseball back in the day.
Nice.
For sure.
Nice.
So, but yeah, I just grew. My love for the game of basketball grew as I, got really into middle school. I ended up making the team just because how hard I play and how, a little crazy. But then from there on, I kind of just took off. Because my AAU coach, he just bred competitiveness and fire. You know what I mean? And so it was a perfect fit. And then from then on, just you're playing the game every day, so you're just gonna get better. And then once I found out I could really, I'm seeing improvement. I'm feeling myself being better than a lot of these other guys. I was like, okay, I could really do this. So I think I believed in myself before my parents believed that I could be good at basketball.
Yeah.
But now they believe in me sometimes more than I believe in myself.
Yeah, that's what parents do.
Yeah.
That's what makes good parents.
For sure.
You are a fiery player. Hugs is a fiery coach.
Yeah.
What's that like?
It's good now, but if it was like my freshman year, if I came here, we definitely would have had some conflict. Just because my freshman year, I thought I knew it all. Just like every other freshman, just come in thinking they know the game and, thinking they know this, they know that. And, we definitely would have had some issues freshman year. I'll admit it. And they probably would have been all on my end, to be honest. He would have said whatever, but I would have took offense to it. But now it's like, I still got some issues, what I mean? I'm just a little crazy like we've talked about, but it all comes from a good place.
Right.
It's nothing negative. It's nothing ever like this and that. It's always just the desire to win, the desire to be better than the other team, and it never comes from a bad place, even though sometimes it may look like it does. It's just I'm always just trying to win.
How do your teammates respond to your fireness on the court?
They say they love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it hasn't been there the last three-ish games, just because I've been feeling so bad. And they were like, man, like we need you to be back, get back to that. And I felt a little bit of it yesterday, and it felt good, like it felt natural, which is what I need. I haven't felt like that ever, to be honest. That sickness I had, and I was in the ER 35 hours before Oklahoma's game, and it was bad, and it's crazy. I was talking to someone about this last night. It's like my body felt a virus was coming, like and like the energy and like my strength and my energy left like probably sometime during that Kansas game. Yeah. To be honest, like I just felt off, and then next day, 48 hours later, I was like, man, bro, this isn't right. Something's not right. And knowing me is, I'm like, okay, it's just the flu, it's just some cold, I get over it. And then a day or two after that, I was like, I found myself in the ER. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because I tried to play to the Baylor game, and then after that Baylor game, I about died. When I got back in the bed, it was bad. Like it was. I'm just lucky my parents were here, to be honest. Yeah. Because if my parents weren't here, I probably would still be battling the virus. Because my mom, moms get that. My poor baby, this and that. And she took care of me for a night, and then next morning I woke up and I texted Doc. I was like, there's no way I can practice today. Yeah. And I probably shouldn't even be around the team. And then he was like, that's fine. And then that same night, I texted him again. I was like, man, something's not right at all. You know what I mean? I'm not getting any better. I'm actually getting worse. And then we went to the ER, and I was in the ER for probably 4 hours. We're getting IVs and all types of stuff. And I was like, man, I finally could see the light of day again, but I still wasn't myself. I was probably 50% strength at that point. Yeah. But yeah, like yesterday was probably the strongest I felt energy-wise and strength-wise in probably a good week and a half. Yeah. And, today I feel a little stronger, so we'll see how practice goes today. Well,
we're glad that you're feeling better for sure. That's no fun. Tell me what life is like away from the court for you. What do you do to relax? What's chill, Erik? Because I know you said you're mellow.
Yeah. I just watch basketball.
Come on.
It's crazy. I know it's.
You got to get away from it a little bit, Erik.
I'm just a fiend for basketball. I just love watching basketball. I love watching the game. I love learning more about the game. Watching other guys. Watching other guys play, and whether it's college, whether it's NBA. There's just so much talent, and there's so much competition. You know what I mean? And I just love watching other people play the game. If I'm not playing it. Yeah. Just taking things from them, especially coaches.
Yeah. So let's say it's not basketball season. There are no basketball games on.
I'm watching old replays of basketball.
Oh,
it's crazy, I'm telling you. But
you are crazy.
In the off season, I do golf. Golf. Yeah.
There you go. I
love golfing. But
pretty good at it.
I'm decent.
All right.
I'm decent.
Right.
I was a baseball player, so the swing isn't the same, but same type of idea. Yeah. But yeah, I mean. In the off season, when I work out 2-3 times a day, and then I go golf. Sunset. You get the little twilight rate. It's like $27 or something to go play, and then,
exactly.
And then I'll go back in the clubhouse and I'll be like, can I go play 9 again? And I'll be like, all right, go ahead. Yeah. Because I'm out there so much. I'm just not in the house. When I'm back home. I drag my boys to the gym so he can rebound for me. And then we just go golf. Yeah. It's crazy. And then we probably hit the lake and fish or whatever. But yeah.
That's good.
I'm simple. I just.
That's good though.
I'm very simple.
Yeah. Yeah. Good stuff.
People probably don't think that, but I'm super simple.
Yeah. Super simple, super passionate, and a little crazy mixed in.
A little crazy.
A little crazy mixed in. Erik, thanks so much for sharing your story. We appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on.